Right now on Good Morning Northwest, a Kennewick man who's guilty of 11 counts of rape learns his fate. The sentence handed down for his crimes. And a local animal rescue closing its doors to taking in more unwanted pets. The difficulties facing the shelters and rescues in our region and what you can do to help. And after nearly a week on the run, Washington's famous zebra is finally caught. Where the mayor is headed next. And is the rain moving out of the region? Meteorologist Tiffany Savona has those answers in that full forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is 5 a.m. on this Monday, May 6th. We'll check in now on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. Tiffany, it was rainy pretty much the entire weekend. What are we seeing today?
We're looking at drier conditions this morning, Jessica, but rain chances will persist this afternoon, but nothing like what we saw yesterday. Yesterday, we broke several rainfall records for yesterday's date in some of our cities. So it was an extremely wet day yesterday, but it was beneficial rain. We needed it with those drought conditions continuing to worsen. So our first alert radar showing that there are some showers out towards Spokane, also some light rain out towards Seattle and Portland. We're stuck in the middle here, so nothing wet, no wet weather is what I'm trying to say early this morning, but we do expect some spotty showers to develop later on this morning into the afternoon. We're taking a live look out of our Dust Devils Skycam in Pasco. The Dust Devils game was actually postponed yesterday due to the wet weather. Sunrise at 5:34 this morning, sunset at 8:12, and our temperatures are in the 30s and 40s. A lot of 40s out there because the wind is already up. So we're at 48 in Tri-Cities, 44 Walla Walla, 45 in Hermiston. The only 30 on the map is in Prosser, 39 and 39 in Cle Elum. The rest of us enjoying the milder 40s this morning. And look at that wind out of the south and west, anywhere from 10 to about 15 miles per hour across many locations. So today is going to be a windy day. We will see partly to mostly cloudy skies in Yakima, highs in the middle 60s, so still rather cool for this time of year. Slight chance for a shower. Tri-Cities, partly cloudy this morning. Clouds building this afternoon. Highs in the middle 60s. Could see a couple of showers later on today. And Walla Walla, we're talking about temperatures only climbing into the upper 50s. Few showers and even a few rumbles of thunder will be possible later on this afternoon. We have a huge warm up on the way. We'll let you know when those temperatures jump back into the 80s coming up. Jessica, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. And starting off your top headlines, the Central Basin Investigative Team has released the name of the man who was involved in a shooting in Moses Lake over the weekend. Authorities say 37-year-old Zachary Stockton is facing charges in the shooting at the Moses Lake Motel 6. This happened Saturday just before 8:30 p.m. Officers with the Moses Lake Police Department were called to the motel for a report of a fight, and when officers got on the scene, they say Stockton started shooting at them. They say they shot back. One officer was hit by gunfire, and Stockton was also hit. Both of them were taken to the hospital. The officer underwent surgery and is in recovery. Stockton was treated, released, and taken to the Grant County Jail. The investigation into the shooting is being handled by the CBIT. And a Kennewick man will spend the rest of his life in prison after being found guilty of 11 counts of rape in the first degree and other charges. 28-year-old Brandon Jones has been sentenced to 226 years in prison. He was also found guilty of 6 counts of robbery and 4 counts of attempted robbery. Each one of those counts had extended jail time because prosecutors say Jones used a firearm while committing the crime. Prosecutors praised the bravery of the testimonies from 10 of Jones's victims, saying they had talked about the most terrifying moments of their lives in front of Jones during the 3-week trial. And the Richland Police Department is asking for your help in finding the driver responsible for hitting a man with their car and then leaving the scene. This happened Sunday morning just after 1:30 a.m. on Columbia Center Boulevard and Tapteal Drive. Authorities say a person driving their car hit a man, then took off from the area. The man was found in the road and suffering severe injuries, and that included a head injury. He was taken to a nearby hospital. And if you have any information on what happened, call dispatch at the number on your screen. And area law enforcement agencies want you to be aware of several phone scams that are being reported around the region. The scammers are calling, telling people they missed jury duty. The caller then says in order to get it cleared up, the person must pay thousands of dollars. Another scam is the warrant scam, where callers tell people they have an active warrant for their arrest and they must pay money or face being arrested. Reminder to never give any financial information over the phone. Law enforcement agencies never ask for money over the phone when it comes to warrants or jury duty. Simply just hang up. And a regional animal rescue organization says it cannot take on any more pets at this time due to space and volunteers. Mikey's Chance says it's struggling to keep its doors open and says the team there is mentally and physically exhausted. If you have seen this group featured or you have seen them featured on our Operation Best Friend segment, the animal rescue says it cannot take in any more pets. It just doesn't have the space or the volunteers to handle more than what it has now. The rescue says trying to come up with the money to pay boarding and vet bills is leaving it drained of resources. And the group says it needs help and could use people to volunteer and foster animals in its care, or people who will adopt and not shop for their pet. Also, the Yakima Humane Society needs your help. Animal shelters around the region are feeling the pinch when it comes to space, and that means with every animal that they take in. They need the means to care for them. Yakima Humane Society says food donations are very much needed right now, especially for its pet pantry. It operates strictly off donations, and the shelter has noticed a recent drop.
We've been doing it for a number of years. We're really excited to continue to support the community as many are struggling to provide for themselves. So it can be hard to get food for their animals. Our pet pantry is completely public donations. So any donations we get from the public go right back into the community.
The shelter will now be open 7 days per week, adding Sundays. And in case you missed this, Shug, the famous Washington zebra that was on the loose, has been found and it's on its way to Montana. The mare was one of the 4 zebras that had escaped from a trailer off Interstate 90 near North Bend last Sunday. The other 3 were captured within a few hours, but Shug remained on the loose. Officials say Shug was finally found on Friday in Riverbend, which is about 30 miles from Seattle. Officials say Shug is in good condition and is on her way to join the other zebras in Montana. And straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, when you think stroke, think fast. But do you know the subtle signs of stroke? We have what doctors say you should look out for besides fast and how to tell if you're at risk. That's up next in your health headlines.
Car wreck? I'm here to help you.
His caring and supportive nature created a bond, and he shares that with every client he has.
Stacy always says really good things about me.
I got T-boned at an intersection, ended up having a back injury. Mariano got me about 50 times more than I thought I was going to get.
I did my best, and she got way more than she expected.
Can't thank Mariano enough. I mean, he is the guy.
Call 853-2222.
Chaos has ensued already. You did some outstanding designing on our Ms. White.
Look at Vanna White in Suriana.
Thank you so much for this beautiful gown.
Celebrity Wheel of Fortune, new tonight at 9 on ABC.
With the arrival of spring comes the inevitable return of mosquitoes. But don't worry, for Benton County Mosquito Control is back in action, prepared to limit the seasonal return head-on. As West Nile virus continues to pose a public health concern, it's imperative to take necessary precautions. Ensure your safety by applying repellent and eliminating standing water around your home. Count on Benton County Mosquito Control to be your trusted ally in safeguarding your outdoor enjoyment. Visit our website today to discover more tips to protect your home and family.
Okay guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now you can get unlimited data for just $30 a line.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah, it's a huge deal. On top of that, you also get 4 free phones.
4 free phones!
Wow, I just triple checked and that's awesome.
So go get that deal. Or at least help me clip. Do you check the expiration dates?
Oh, I can do that.
Great.
4 free phones plus unlimited data for just $30 a line. No trade-in needed. For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
Welcome to the downtown Yakima Farmers Market, where we celebrate local produce, crafts, and cultures. We're excited to kick off our season on May 12th at our new location at 15 West Yakima Avenue. Immerse yourself in the vibrant atmosphere of our market, filled with locally grown fresh fruits and vegetables, as well as a variety of handcrafted items. Don't miss out on this exciting event. Join us at the downtown Yakima Farmers Market, opening May 12th.
On behalf of STCU, we want to present you with this $1,000 check. Joe McDonald volunteered at the Pasco Aviation Museum, and although he is gone, his dedication lives on.
To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We go now to your health headlines. Every 3 minutes and 14 seconds, someone in the U.S. dies of a stroke, and that's according to the CDC. So knowing the signs and getting help quickly can mean the difference between life and death. Mandy Gaither goes over the subtle signs and also when it's time to call for help.
When stroke strikes, every second is critical.
We talk about losing up to 2 million brain cells a minute. That's quite a bit. When we catch somebody in time, when we're able to reverse the signs and the symptoms of stroke, at best, we can even see our patients quickly go back to normal.
Dr. Jenny Tai with Cleveland Clinic says stroke can happen to anyone, but these factors can increase risk: diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and smoking.
We use the acronym BFAST to remember the most important signs and symptoms of stroke and what to do when that happens.
B stands for balance. Watch for sudden loss of it. E, eyes. Look out for sudden loss of vision or double vision. F, face drooping. It's a potential sign of muscle weakness or paralysis. A, arms. If you're concerned someone is having a stroke, ask them to raise their arms. During a stroke, one arm will often stay higher while the other sags. S, speech. Slurred speech or losing the ability to speak may be a sign. Finally, T stands for time. Don't wait to call 911.
We're able to treat a lot of strokes nowadays with either medications, clot-busting medications, or even surgery to try and remove those clots. But unless you're in front of the doctors who do that, the specialized teams who do that, it's very hard for us to reverse those strokes.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Dr. Sai says you can also help prevent a stroke by living a healthy lifestyle. That includes having a healthy diet, staying active, and stopping smoking if you do. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, severe weather in the South and Midwest is bringing flooding levels not seen since Hurricane Harvey. We take a look at some of the hardest hit regions and why it's not over yet. Plus, meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your first alert full forecast. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
If there's one thing we like, it's choices. Find yours with Ford F-150. Gas, hybrid, or all electric.
Get 1.9 for 72 on an F-150 and up to $15,000 on an F-150 Lightning only at your local Ford dealer.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. We're unique, and we're here for all of life's occasions, all year long. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
Okay, nature lovers, at US Cellular, you can get an iPhone 15 Pro on us, plus $300 off a new iPad.
It's true. Check out this amazing photo of an Iberian lynx I got.
That's a tabby cat.
And a slaty bristle front.
A pigeon?
And even Bigfoot.
Yeah, so that's Gary?
Oh, yeah, bro. That's me.
Bigfoot does not exist.
And Gary does exist.
Right now at US Cellular, get an iPhone 15 Pro on us, plus $300 off any iPad. US Cellular, built for us.
Have you ever had a day like this?
days are why we got in the game. Capuzza Lighty, Accident Injury Lawyers.
The journey home can look a little different to everyone. That's why our expert technicians are here to make sure that wherever you feel at home, whether it's when you're hard at work, surrounded by loved ones, or cheering them on from the sidelines, you get there. Because we know a vehicle is really more than a vehicle. It's your way home.
Drive home in a certified pre-owned Mercedes-Benz with financing as low as 2.99%.
Busy work week or feeling under the weather? Prosser Memorial Health's Prosser Clinic, located on Chardonnay Avenue, is open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Your health can't wait. Prosser Memorial Health's Prosser Clinic is open on weekends. Walk-ins are welcome, or call 509-786-1576 to make an appointment. This is how we care.
If there's one thing we like, it's choices. And your Ford dealership is the place to start.
Get 0 for 72 and 2,000 cash on an Escape or 3,000 on a Mustang Mach-E, only at your local Ford dealer.
Looking for a great fishing hole? Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
It was a wet weekend across the Columbia Basin this past Saturday and Sunday. In fact, check out these rainfall totals. Very impressive. It's been months since we have seen this amount of rain, especially in just a 2-day period. Pendleton picking up 1.81 inches. Walla Walla 1.56. Hermiston 1.42. Tri-Cities just over half an inch, and unfortunately Yakima didn't even get a quarter of an inch. But most of this rain fell during the day yesterday. We told you on Friday that Sunday was going to be the wettest day, and it certainly was. In fact, Pendleton, Walla Walla, Hermiston, and Tri-Cities broke their daily rainfall records on Sunday. So there will be new records set for this year on yesterday's date, on Cinco de Mayo. The only location that didn't break the record was in Yakima. So like I mentioned before, pretty impressive, and we needed it with those drought conditions developing across the region. Our Dust Devils camera in Pasco showing that we do have some clouds out there. In fact, because of all the wet weather yesterday, the baseball game was actually postponed yesterday, and we'll have to see on when that was postponed too. Our temperatures are in the 40s this morning. It's not nearly as chilly as it has been. The reason, the clouds and the wind. So right now it's 48 in Tri-Cities, 45 in Hermiston, 44 in Walla Walla, 48 at Hanford, and 42 degrees in Yakima. Look at these winds. They are already up out of the south and west, anywhere between 10 and about 15 or even 20 miles per hour across the Columbia Basin. Not quite as strong in the Yakima Valley or the foothills of the Blues just yet, but it is going to be windy for everyone today. And our first alert radar showing that things are quiet, but we do expect showers to develop as we get closer to lunchtime and during the afternoon hours. And you can see that on our futurecast here. Partly cloudy this morning, building to mostly cloudy conditions. And then by noon, we have a couple of spotty showers out there, becoming a little bit more numerous this afternoon. But a lot of the activity will be in northeast Oregon and along the foothills of the Blues into Washington. So places like Heppner, Pendleton, Walla Walla, you could see scattered activity during the day today. Wouldn't be surprised if we heard a few rumbles of thunder as well. Today, highs only in the low and middle 60s, well below average for this time of year, 66 Tri-Cities, 58 in Walla Walla, 62 in Hermiston, and 64 in Yakima. And we do have winter weather advisories, if you can believe it, in effect for portions of the Cascades, the highest elevations of the Cascades into Oregon, and also for the highest elevations of the Blues. 4 to 10 inches of snow expected in the Blues above 4,500 feet. 3 to 8 inches above 4,000 feet. So those snow levels close to pass level today, dropping tonight. So keep in mind, be sure to check those pass reports if you're traveling later today or tonight. 6 to 12 inches above 5,000 feet, and it will be windy with blowing snow around as well. Now tomorrow we'll see temperatures climb a few degrees. We're talking about into the lower or mid to upper 60s, I should say, as we head into tomorrow. Now, my graphics froze for a second. Let's try to get you our forecast for tomorrow, and then we'll actually get to that 7-day forecast in just a second. If we could do that. Jessica, it seems like my computer doesn't want to work this morning, having a case of the Mondays. But let me tell you, by the middle to end of next week and even next weekend, we're talking about highs in the 80s, some spots getting close to 90 degrees. What a difference. Rainy 50s, 60s this weekend, and then we could be close to 90 next weekend.
Sounds like our Washington weather. Well, hopefully we'll have those graphics up in a few minutes. Stay tuned for that. Well, in weather-related news across the country, severe weather is hitting the central U.S. today from northernmost Texas to South Dakota. The rest of the Lone Star State is expecting to get relief after deadly floods over the weekend. Amy Kiley reports that some are comparing the storm to a hurricane.
A storm system that brought floods, left a 5-year-old boy dead, and displaced thousands in Texas is moving east. Today, it's pushing across Kansas, Oklahoma, Nebraska, Missouri, and surrounding states. Now, most Texans are getting much-needed relief.
In this area, it's second only to Hurricane Harvey.
In the county that includes Houston, officials say hundreds of people and pets needed rescuing over the weekend.
You can have a seat up here.
People just think they can make it through the water.
Many area residents remember Hurricane Harvey in 2017 and know what severe weather can do.
It's very scary. I'm threatened every time this water comes up.
Now they're seeing flooded homes all over again.
They're losing a ton of stuff. I mean, some of these people they're really hurt.
It's not just coastal residents who are affected. Officials say the boy who died got caught in floodwaters after getting out of a submerged vehicle near Fort Worth. In central Texas, this asphalt on a bridge is in pieces due to floods, and police say the storm turned the city of Clifton into a kind of island.
We've certainly experienced it with hurricanes, but it doesn't take a hurricane.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
And when we return on Good Morning Northwest, it was a record-breaking concert for this worldwide superstar. How many people showed up to see Madonna's performance in Brazil, the last concert on her world tour? Your entertainment headlines are up next.
You're gonna need a new bumper.
Did you say burger, guac, cheese, Santa Fe burger sauce, burger, jalapeno pepper, cheese, burger, cheese, burger, spicy cheese, bacon, guac, cheese, bacon.
Speed Burger! Good burger.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can capture all the moments that make summer, summer. Like driving a RAV4 to wade in a waterfall.
Nice.
Cruising to play mini golf in a Camry. Or taking a Tundra to the beach.
You're not gonna leave me here, are you?
Right now, lease a new 2024 Tundra for just $549 per month. See your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
When you get hurt on the job, you never know if you're going to get paid by Labor and Industries. Let Bothwell and Hamill fight on your behalf for your workers' comp. We can often increase your compensation. The sooner you call us, the better. If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
I love that my daughter still needs me, but sometimes I can't help due to burning and stabbing pain in my hands. So I use Nervive.
Nervive's clinical dose of ALA reduces nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days.
Now I can help again. Feel the difference with Nervive.
Sometimes Jonah wrestles with falling asleep, so he takes ZzzQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, and wakes up feeling like himself. Get the rest to be your best with non-habit-forming ZzzQuil. Better days start with ZzzQuil nights.
At Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, we've got you covered. We offer a variety of buildings and sheds that come with a 5-year limited warranty, free delivery, and setup. Whether you're ready to custom create your space or just need extra storage, we're here to help every step of the way. All in-stock buildings can be delivered within 7 to 10 days and custom builds in 3 to 4 weeks. So what are you waiting for? Find your perfect building or shed today with Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds in West Richland.
Take advantage of the tax credits you can, including the annual Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. You can get money back on state taxes already paid. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
The El Diablo Burger is back at Carl's Jr. Habanero, jalapeno poppers, bacon. Give in to your devilish desires.
You don't have to tell me twice.
I figured El Diablo is back for eternity. Only at Carl's Jr.
Big burger! Good burger. Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment news, the Material Girl is still at the top of her game. Madonna breaks concert records at the last performance on her world tour. Also, Adam Driver teams up with Francis Ford Coppola in a new film. Rick Damigella has the details in this morning's Hollywood Minute.
Madonna takes Rio by storm. The singer concluded her Celebration World Tour with a free concert on Copacabana Beach in Rio de Janeiro. The event attracted an estimated 1.6 million people, marking the largest audience ever for a standalone concert by any artist, according to Live Nation.
Time, stop!
Adam Driver reaches new heights. The actor stars in Francis Ford Coppola's Megalopolis, and this is your first look at the epic film. This is the legendary director's first film in over a decade and is set to premiere at the Cannes Film Festival later this month.
I'm accepting this tremendous honor on behalf of every person that has been affected by endometriosis.
Bindi Irwin received the Blossom Award at the Endometriosis Foundation of America's 12th annual Blossom Ball on Friday. The honor recognizes figures who have opened up about their journeys with the condition. The conservationist shared her diagnosis in 2023 and received a standing ovation at the ceremony, where she was joined by her mother and brother. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Also in entertainment news, Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt's new movie, The Fall Guy, takes #1 at the box office this weekend. It raked in over $28 million, followed by Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, which brought in just over $8 million. And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, it's been a big start to the year for the Tri-Cities Airport. You can hear from Director Buck Taft on passenger numbers for the airport and what people have to look forward to in the coming months. Plus, how the federal government is planning to address the lack of air traffic controllers and safety as people continue to take to the skies.
In today's Tech Bites, YouTube helping users identify major points of interest in videos. The platform is expanding an AI-powered feature that lets people bypass part of a video commonly skipped by viewers. The jump ahead button will appear on certain videos to give you that option. It's only available for premium YouTube subscribers through the Android app. Users on Threads will have more control over their posts. That's because a new feature allows people to limit who is allowed to quote their posts. Options include anyone and profiles you follow. The executive in charge says it's meant to make Threads a more positive place. And finally, Instagram is rolling out new interactive stickers for stories, which blur the actual contents of your story, so friends will have to DM you to view the image, and you'll have to shake your phone like a Polaroid picture to develop it. Sounds like adding a Polaroid filter isn't exactly a negative development. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
I'm certain it's level 5.
Are you for imprint certain?
I'm certain it's level 5.
Certainty matters, like the certainty of 4imprint, your home for high-quality promotional gear, including exclusive items and brands they love, printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time. To wow your clients, nail your next event, or inspire your team, check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint for certain.
Wow, that's good.
Almond Breeze? You like the almond breeze I got you. That's so interesting.
What's happening, Dad?
With delicious taste and 50% more calcium. Blue Diamond Almond Breeze. Don't just milk it, almond milk it.
I'm the richest guy in the world. I have time to give.
I have people I can count on.
And a million stories to share.
The key to being rich is knowing what counts.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, the Tri-Cities Airport says it's seen more passengers than ever. We'll tell you the numbers and why the airport has a lot to look forward to. The federal government says it's working on a plan to make flying safer and get air traffic controllers back in the towers. What the plan is so far. And a new entertainment hotspot opens in the Tri-Cities, what you can expect to find at the area's largest indoor mini golf course, and why the whole family can get involved. Plus, meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is 5:30 on Monday, May 6th. We'll check in now on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. Tiffany, it was really rainy yesterday. I didn't see really any when I was driving here, but what are we supposed to be expecting this morning?
We're dry this morning, Jessica, and we will have a dry morning commute, but there could still be a few widely scattered showers popping up later this morning, closer to lunchtime and during the afternoon hours. So we're not done with the rain just yet. This morning, though, all of the rain is to our west, closer to the coast there. The storm system that brought us the rain yesterday, that is pushed off to the east, but we have another piece of energy dropping in from the north and west. That's going to be responsible for keeping the chance for rain in the forecast today. Now, temperatures are in the 40s. It's not a bad start. It's not too terribly cold out there. It's 48 in Tri-Cities, 44 in Walla Walla, 40 in Prosser, and 42 degrees in Yakima. It is windy already this morning. Those winds are out of the south and west. Look at the basin, anywhere from 10 to 20 miles per hour. Not quite as strong along the foothills of the Blues or the Yakima Valley, but these wind speeds are really going to come up this afternoon. So as you head out the door, you'll definitely need the jacket today. There is some sun around this morning, so grab the shades. And then since it's going to be windy, you may want to leave the umbrella at home and just take a jacket with a hood because of that chance for showers this afternoon. So our temperature trend showing that we'll be in the 50s this morning by 10 o'clock, and then we'll jump into the middle 60s. So still a rather cool day, highs in the middle 60s. But after today, those rain chances go away and we'll begin to warm things up in a big way. So we'll talk more about those winds and when temperatures could get close to 90. Yes, 90 degrees coming up in a bit. Jessica, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. And we start this half hour off with new this morning. Pasco native Tiffany Smiley, who ran against Senator Patty Murray in the 2022 election, is now seeking a seat in Congress. Smiley announced this morning she's running for Washington's 4th congressional district. The district covers parts of 8 counties, including Benton, Franklin, Yakima, and Grant. She says she wants to fight for veterans and their families as a top priority. She also says she will be a tireless advocate for conservative policies like limited government, fiscal responsibility, and individual freedom. And there's more good news from the Tri-Cities Airport. The Q1 statistics for 2024 have been released. During the first 3 months of 2024, approximately 103,000 passengers boarded a plane at PSC. This is a 12% increase over 2023's Q1 numbers, which ended up being the busiest year on record.
You know, last year was the first year where we were at 2019. So now we're starting to see that growth in our market that was kind of suppressed for a few years due to COVID. You know, good things are happening. We're filling the planes. People are flying again, and they're choosing to fly out of us rather than other airports.
This news comes just last week. Alaska Airlines announced they will begin nonstop service from Tri-Cities to LAX starting October 1st. And staying in that same theme, Congress is hoping to address the nation's shortage of air traffic controllers and reduce runway safety risks. The bill would allocate money to the FAA and the NTSB, as well as force the airline industry to make big changes that could positively impact passengers. Jen Sullivan reports these changes could come ahead of a very busy travel season.
Congress is pushing to make airplane travel safer. Lawmakers are hoping to pass a Federal Aviation Administration reauthorization deal by May 10th. That's when the current temporary law expires.
Both parties have every reason in the world to get FAA done as quickly as possible.
The bill would authorize more than $105 billion to the FAA and $738 million to the National Transportation Safety Board to address the nation's shortage of air traffic controllers and implement technology to reduce the risk of runway collisions, among other measures.
To keep our skies safe, our airports safe, our federal employees taken care of.
In the last year, there have been a handful of incidents where planes nearly collided on runways at major airports across the country. Last month at Reagan International Airport, a JetBlue plane and a Southwest Airlines plane stopped about 400 feet apart. Part of the issue stems from a massive shortage of air traffic controllers. Last year, Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg said the FAA was about 3,000 air traffic controllers short of their target goals. At a recent press conference, the head of the FAA said they hired 1,500 new people last year, but acknowledged more needs to be done.
So we have been doing everything within our power to increase controller hiring.
The bill would also force the airline industry to make flying more comfortable and dependable for passengers, such as mandating reviews of airline seat sizes, set a standard for travel credits, and codify airline refunds. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
The Senate hopes to vote on the bill by this week. And locally now, a new business in the Tri-Cities is allowing you to take your mini golf game indoors when the weather is not cooperating, and it's fit for the whole family.
Ribbon.
The business held a ribbon cutting on Friday to kick off its big weekend. A brother and sister duo started a business where people can enjoy mini golf and arcade games. This is an adventure the duo has been working on for more than a year, and the business boasts an 18,000 square foot facility, making it the biggest indoor mini golf course in this part of the state. And this week, the DEA could move to change marijuana from a Class 2 drug to a Class 3, which could make sales easier in the U.S. Even though Washington legalized recreational marijuana almost a decade ago, sales are still considered to violate federal law. According to experts, a Schedule I drug has no accepted medical value and a high likelihood of abuse. Business owners in Washington say they're looking forward to a potential tax break if the scheduling changes, which could save some businesses. The DEA's potential change still has to be approved by the White House. If it takes effect, it'll be the agency's most significant change in policy in more than 50 years. Now to the race for the White House. Former President Trump reportedly comparing the Justice Department to the Nazi Gestapo in remarks this weekend at a major Republican retreat. The Biden campaign quick to react, calling Trump's reported comments despicable and insulting. And Wynn says this comes as a new poll shows the two candidates neck and neck.
This morning, the presidential race tightening, now less than 6 months away from the November election. Former President Trump this weekend at a multi-day Republican retreat, reportedly mocking some state and federal prosecutors handling his criminal cases. In an audio recording obtained by the Washington Post, Trump also allegedly compared himself to Al Capone, an infamous mobster, and Biden's administration to Nazi secret police. The White House quick to slam those reported remarks, saying in a statement, instead of echoing the appalling rhetoric of fascists, lunching with neo-Nazis, and fanning debunked conspiracy theories that have cost brave police officers their lives, President Biden is bringing the American people together around our shared democratic values. Also at the retreat, major donor and top Republicans, including a slew of Trump's closest allies whose names have been floated as VP hopefuls. Former presidential candidate Senator Tim Scott telling NBC News.
We had no conversations about the VP pick, to be honest with you, to be clear.
This comes as a new ABC News Ipsos poll projects uncertainty in the race ahead. Trump with a slight edge at 46% over President Biden at 44%.
But if you hone in just on registered voters or likely voters, you actually get the opposite result, and a few-point edge for Joe Biden.
And for personal favorability, Biden seen as more honest and trustworthy, leading Trump 40 to 33%, yet both candidates seen as more unfavorable than not.
Among top issues for voters, abortion access, President Biden with the 12-point lead over Trump on the issue. Former President Trump staying quiet on specific positions, instead deferring to states on the issue. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, The walk to end cystic fibrosis was this weekend, and our very own Riley Fitzgerald was there. She tells us all about it when we return.
Next 5, Tom Selleck and Lisa Rinna. Plus, we celebrate that very special someone as I Love Mom Week kicks off.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
My family's been serving the Tri-Cities for 85 years at Griggs and the Tri-Cities Ace stores.
And we have some deals we don't want you to miss.
Ortho Weed Clear is on sale only $11.99.
Assorted colors of geraniums are only $2.49.
Tomato and pepper plants are sale priced at $4.99.
And this 50-foot garden hose is a steal at $24.99.
See all of the deals using this QR code. Come see us at Griggs and your Tri-Cities Ace stores, and thank you for your business.
At the Pacific Clinic, we understand the juggle of parenthood. That's why the PC is your one-stop shop for all your health, sports, and medical needs. Schedule your appointments around your favorite group fitness classes and use our on-site childcare services.
From women's health to care for your little ones, we practice a comprehensive approach to keep your family feeling great.
With our quick and convenient scheduling, we'll get you in within the same week, often the next day. Call us today at 509-783-5465.
I'm Eduardo Morphine. Morphine Law Firm thanks you for 5 years of support. Remember, when choosing an attorney, select a local attorney that supports your local community.
Visit us at our new urban wine bar in historic downtown Kennewick. Choose from a variety of wines and food from our expanded menu. Enjoy time with friends old and new. After hours with riverfront views from our shaded patio, we are Mireille Gaston Wine Bar.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. Which is good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
For 600 different cigars and 120 fine pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
This lake is a trout lake.
It's time to get ready for fishing.
It's a great fly fishing lake. A lot of wildlife, otters, beavers, blue herons.
Fly the Northwest over Fish Trap Lake.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. So over the weekend was the Tri-Cities Great Strides Walk to raise money and awareness for cystic fibrosis research. Riley Fitzgerald joins us live now in studio. Good morning, Riley. How did this event go yesterday?
Good morning, Jessica. It was so much fun, just like it was last year. It was definitely a lot more rainy this year. No one could escape how much rain was out there. It was projected that everyone at the event raised $70,000 this year for research into cystic fibrosis cures. And the reason I got out this weekend was because of Andrew Holmes, and he's a middle schooler in Richland. Since the last time he invited me out for the Tri-Cities Great Strides, he's gotten on a medicine that wouldn't be available if not for the recent research into cystic fibrosis made possible through events like this.
Well, with the new medication Trikafta, it's definitely improved, and with me being in track, it has definitely changed the perspective for some stuff.
Holmes calls the Tri-Cities Great Strides a great community building and engaging event to show support for local people with CF. And there was a great turnout, even in the rain, with around 18 teams, each one with a cystic fibrosis fighter. Plus, Apple Valley News Now's Austin Reed, we just saw that picture, our evening anchor, joined me yesterday too because he has cystic fibrosis also, and he's taken part in these events in the past. And people can continue to donate to raise money for research into cystic fibrosis. Find the link at applevalleyNewsNow.com. Jessica, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Riley, and so wonderful to hear that much money was raised. Well, coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, she was a national sensation in college and continues to be, although she hasn't hit the national courts. Why StubHub says Caitlin Clark is one of the best things to happen to women's sports in the U.S. That's coming up. But first, meteorologist Tiffany Savona will have your first alert for forecast. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Looking for a great fishing hole? Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hit.
Call 853-2222.
Your best days of the year start here at Kubota Orange Days. It's the year's biggest selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. Plus, get 0 down and 0% APR for 84 months or up to $2,800 off select Kubota tractors. Orange goes all day. Sales ending soon. Visit your local dealer today.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Make your first move with battery power made by Steel. Right now, save $50 on the KMA 80R Combi motor or the HSA 50 hedge trimmer. Real Steel.
Welcome to Premier Woodworks, your premier source for custom cabinetry and full-service interior design. Our custom designs are brought to life with 3D images to help you visualize the final result. Our high-quality cabinetry is crafted with care and attention to detail. From kitchen and bath design to remodel project management, we're here to make your dream space a reality. Premier Woodworks, located at 109 North Washington Street in Kennewick.
Who has the deals?
Furniture Row!
Who has the deals?
Furniture Row!
This Memorial Day, we've been training. Prepping for savings so big, they're getting backed in by the truckload. The more you buy,
The more you save. Save $100 for every 1,000 you spend.
check out Doorbusters while they last. And financing? We're talking 6 years, no interest. But I want to know, do you have the guts to save like never before? The Memorial Day Super Sale, only at Furniture Row.
If your family is anything like this, you need quality floors from Empire today. Like durable carpet with built-in stain and pet protection. Tough wood laminate with a scratch-resistant finish. Or waterproof vinyl plank floors. Even bath time is no match. And when life happens, Empire backs every floor with great warranties. Quality floors you can count on.
Save $350 on your next project. Call this special number now.
1-844-254-8536. Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hit.
Call 853-2222.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Hopefully you had a great weekend. I know the rain kind of spoiled a lot of those outdoor plans, especially yesterday. In fact, the Dust Devils baseball game was postponed. I just checked on the website. The new date has not been announced yet, but if you had a ticket to yesterday's game, you could use that ticket for any of the remaining games of this season, given that there is availability. And you can also call the front office when they open back up tomorrow. So right now we do have a few clouds out there, some sunshine. We're not mostly cloudy just yet. And our temperatures are on the mild side in many spots. It's 48 in Tri-Cities, 47 Connell. It's 44 in Walla Walla, 44 in Pendleton, and 42 degrees in Yakima. So a milder start this morning compared to what we've seen, but you'll still need that jacket as you head out the door. And it could feel a little bit cooler due to the wind, which is already up out of the southwest, anywhere from about 10 to 16 miles per hour in the Columbia Basin. That is where it is the strongest. And I want to show you how strong the wind gusts could be today. This computer model has wind gusts as high as maybe 30, 35 miles per hour, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw wind gusts as high as 40 miles per hours. So it's a two-hand on the steering wheel kind of day to day, as the winds will be strongest this afternoon and evening. First alert radar showing that we are dry. There were some showers east of Walla Walla earlier this morning. Things are quiet, so a dry morning commute. However, you will want to bring the rain gear with you, as we'll have a chance for a few pop-up showers, maybe even a few rumbles of thunder this afternoon. That's all because a second system is dropping in from the north and west, keeping our pattern very unsettled. Then we start to dry out as that system moves east tomorrow, so drier conditions expected starting tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, the pattern will begin to change as high pressure builds in to our west, and it's going to keep us dry and allow for temperatures to warm up starting tomorrow, and especially by the end of the weekend into the weekend. So throughout the rest of the morning hours, I think we're looking dry, partly to mostly cloudy depending on where you are. And then as we get closer to the noon hour, you can see these showers starting to pop up on a scattered basis. Most of the activity across Northeast Oregon, that's where the best chances will be. Places like Hermiston, Pendleton, and Walla Walla for scattered activity today. Wouldn't be surprised if we heard a few rumbles of thunder later on this afternoon. So it will be a cool, windy, and unsettled day. Highs in the middle 60s for the basin, upper 50s along the foothills of the Blues. That's a cool day, especially with that wind gusting potentially up to 40 miles per hour. Tonight, the showers really start to diminish. It stays breezy though, but look at the snow picking up along the higher elevations of the Blues and even the higher elevations of the Cascades. So some of those locations have winter weather advisories in effect. By tomorrow morning, we're down into the 40s for many of us, possibly a few upper 30s across the Yakima Valley, but it'll still be breezy, so I don't think we're going to have any frost develop overnight. Tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds, still rather breezy, but more seasonable. I guess our average is in the lower 70s, so temperatures slowly creeping up to that average day by day. And then check out this huge warm up. We're at 70 Wednesday. We bump it up to 78 on Thursday, middle 80s Friday, and look at this weekend. We can even call it hot. Highs getting close to 90 on Sunday. Yakima, slight chance for a shower today. Windy, breezy tomorrow, but looking better. 65, 70s return Wednesday, and then we're back in the 80s by Friday. Walla Walla, your chance for showers and even a few isolated storms, a bit higher today. Windy. Hermiston, same story, but then tomorrow we'll start to dry things out. 70s return on Thursday, and we have 80s in the forecast for you as well by the end of the week and into the weekend. A little bit of everything in that 7-day, Jessica.
Thank you, Tiffany. In your business headlines this morning, the demand for WNBA tickets this season is up 93% compared to this time last year. According to StubHub, the dramatic increase is largely thanks to college basketball star Caitlin Clark and her new team, the Indiana Fever. So far, the Fever ticket sales have increased more than 13 times compared to last year, and that's according to the report. Sales for the defending champions, the Las Vegas Aces, have increased about 190%. The Chicago Sky has also seen its ticket sales tripled compared to last season after selecting LSU's Angel Reese and South Carolina's Camila Cardoso. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, it's the top 5. Did your favorite make the cut? We take a look at the week ahead for the top 5 contestants on American Idol, and you can watch it here on Apple Valley News now. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Why do you Goodwill? Well, there are countless reasons.
I come for the thrill of a deal, and I never miss out on the 50% off day.
I like to hunt the bins for hidden gems.
Goodwill lets you define your style with unique gifts and treasures around every corner.
And giving back to your community just feels wonderful.
With hundreds of reasons to shop at Goodwill, you can feel great about knowing 95.7 cents of every dollar you spend helps your community. Goodwill. Donate, shop, impact locally.
Right now, save big at Meredith Furniture. Buy one recliner and get the second one free. With recliners on sale as low as $5.99 and the second one free.
Choose from many different styles and colors. Come into the store for more details. Prices like this won't last forever. Relax in comfort with not just one, but 2 recliners. That's right, you don't want to miss this buy one, get one free event at Meredith Furniture while supplies last. Meredith Furniture on South First and Washington, right next to Hobby Lobby.
Welcome to Beaver Valley Lodge, your rustic lodging and event venue in the beautiful Leavenworth, Washington. Experience the great outdoors and enjoy the beauty of the mountains as you stay with us on our 50 acres in the Cascade Foothills. Whether you're joining us for a wedding, retreat, vacation, or family reunion, we're here to make your stay unforgettable. We make it our goal for you to come as a guest, but leave as a friend. Book your stay today at beavervalleylodge.com.
Everyone deserves the fastest, most reliable internet speeds, regardless of where they live. That's why Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider. So switch to Spectrum and get a powerful network that connects nearly 500 million devices.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with free modem, no data caps, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee when you level up to a gig. Call 1-855-735-1336 or scan to call.
With Spectrum Internet, you can power all of your devices to enjoy streaming, video chatting, and gaming with the most reliable internet speeds. Get a powerful network that millions of customers rely on. I rely on Spectrum Internet. You should too.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with 99.9% network reliability, no added taxes or hidden fees, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee. Call 1-855-735-1336.
Call now.
Fish Trap Lake on Fly the Northwest, Tuesday.
Good morning. Welcome back. And here's your close to home segment. We're starting off in the 40s in many locations. So it's not quite as cold as it has been, but you'll definitely need that jacket. We're at 48 in Tri-Cities, 44 in Hermiston, 44 in Walla Walla. We're down now to 38 in Yakima, 46 in Toppenish. And today we will see partly to mostly cloudy skies, definitely more cloud cover along the foothills of the Blues. But across the Yakima Valley, mix of some sunshine and clouds, 64 in Yakima, 62 in Toppenish. We're talking about 50s in Ellensburg, 66 Tri-Cities, 65 at Hanford, 62 in Hermiston, 61 degrees in Prosser, and 62 in Connell. And more clouds along the foothills of the Blues where we will have that better chance for that scattered shower activity, highs in the upper 50s. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. And American Idol is now down to the season's top 5. The show said goodbye to 2 more contestants last night. So how are those who remain feeling right about now? George Pinocchio has what the judges are saying as we creep closer to a new champ.
They all are strong in their lanes, so I don't have a prediction at this point.
Lionel Richie is impressed with the 5 young singers vying to be named the next American Idol. He is not the only judge who feels that way.
Every week, you can see them kind of up in the game and trying new things. So it's really amazing what these kids are able to do in just a short few months as far as growth.
Case in point, top 5 contender Jack Blocker.
I'm really surprised that Jack is our top 5, but he totally deserves it. What he gave us tonight with that Little Richard song was like jaw-dropping.
It feels like we're getting into a groove being here for a while, and those performances just feel comfortable. It doesn't feel like we're like fighting for approval. It just feels like we're having a blast up there.
I think the amazing thing is that all these people have such individual strengths within them that if they really grab a hold of it, can have a career for the rest of their life, regardless of this outcome.
That includes the 2 singers eliminated Sunday night.
You get, stage presence, you get confidence, you get validation, you get new friends. You get so much, and you are able to now take it into the world.
And it's a huge jump start to having a career as well. So I'm really grateful for that.